Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach, something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Blue 80. 51. I smell fear now.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Jameis to throw it. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Back to normal. No. Hold. Hey, tight. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. 319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
They start the drive with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On second and 11 now. Winston, a throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal.
Switch gears.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of his end zone, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's get it. Ready? White 25. 51. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Yo, Mike 51. Mike 51. Put that up. Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Washington.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Winston. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Winston now. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Winston. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers now to throw. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A first down throw for Winston. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kenny Golladay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, Jacobs. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. Gets it to Strong. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
6 yards. And it's third down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got the
lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score, and the Ravens have opened things up there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 3rd down.
158.
Squeeze, double.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kenny Golladay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our field. It's our field.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Shift. Sonic.
Second and 5 now. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A 3rd down gain of 19. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Winston now to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 15 yards on the play, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers over the middle. It's Amendola. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
58, come on. Let's go, Hey, Charlie.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston to the right and complete to Galladay. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Running is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
26.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run. Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week.